welcome back to my channel. Today I have pretty fun, kind of interesting video. Today we will be talking about what you actually need to go back to school. And I know what we're all thinking. Those lists we used to get back in, what was it, like grade school? It's not what happens in college. So today I am talking about going back to school as in college. I am a college student. And so today I want to talk about what you actually need, what you don't need, because we all think we need way too many things and then we end up realizing, oh my god, we didn't need that, and then we spent a whole bunch of money and you don't need to do that. So let's get into the video. So the first thing I feel like we definitely need for college is a planner. This is one I got from Walmart. It's actually really simple and it has like really cute like pages. I'm like really excited about it. And it is a weekly planner. So as you can see here, it has all the days and it has space for all the days. This one was, I believe, like $7. So it was not very expensive. If you're a first year student, I think you just need to try out and see if your planner is good for you. So I would just, try it out, see if you like it for your first year. Maybe get something as inexpensive as I did with the planner. And yeah, because I know people usually will opt for more expensive planners, but I think, especially if you're a first year student, definitely invest in a small planner like this. Next item. So this is a little bit of a given. I like to buy notebooks, especially because I like to take notes in actual paper. A lot of people do notes on their laptops or computers, or sometimes people have iPads, and that's totally fine. Like, if you like to take notes on that, that's cool, you can do that. But I am a pen and paper person. I just got these from Walmart. These were, I believe, 98 cents each. So I got 3 colors because I have 3 in-person classes. I'll take maybe 2 or 1 on the first day of school, just because I like to make sure that I will actually need it. Some classes I don't take notes on. Some classes I do other stuff in for, so it depends on the class. And so this is the wide ruled, and I like to have more space to write, but if you don't, they also have college ruled. Just get a good notebook, and these are really good. I like the flap like this. I don't like the cardboard flap in the front because those get nasty and ugly, so I like this kind, but that's just personal preference. Next, you will need paper. I know, but yeah. I would get college ruled paper just because some professors really like college ruled paper. The reason that you need paper is because sometimes your professor will say, hey, whip out a piece of paper, and let's say you take notes on your laptop or your iPad. You won't have any paper, and you don't want to be the person that has to ask your neighbor, hey, do you have paper? And I mean, people are really nice, like they'll usually give you paper, but just carry some just in case it's like one of those days and you need paper. So the last 2 things are actually, kind of like obvious. So I like to I like to take notes with pens. These are the pens that I take notes with. They're kind of like fine. These are the pens that I get. I got them in black. I also have blue ones from last year, but I always get these pens. They're $2.97, I believe. Super inexpensive. Get some pens if you like pens. Like, make sure you have a lot of them, because somehow you will lose your pens and be like, what the heck, where did they go? And the last thing I get, because I like to take notes in pen, I always like to have at least 1 pencil around, because so for my exams I would use like Scantrons or like scanned sheets where you have to bubble stuff in with number 2 pencils. So I got these. These are the Pen and Gear number 2 pencils, mechanical pencils. Yeah, these are 0.7. I just use them for exam day. So if you like to use pencils for notes, then you might need them a lot more, but I don't need them. I just use them for exams. So I do keep 1 or 2 in my bag at all times. Alright, and that's all I bought for school this year. I will be doing a school haul / I will be getting a new backpack. I actually have used the same backpack for school for about 3 years. Yeah, the last 3 years I have used the same backpack. So I'm getting a new backpack and I'm so excited. Okay, so let's get into what you actually need for school. You will need a laptop just because If you take notes on your laptop, awesome. You will need to write papers, keep track of your classes online. You need a laptop. That's a good one. Second thing you need is your textbook. I would hold off on a textbook just in case your teacher or professor decides not to do the textbook. Sometimes your professor will say, hey, by the way, we're not doing the textbook this semester, and then you bought a $300 textbook. So wait, unless your professor emails you letting you know you need to get this book right now, it's, necessary for the first day of class. Sometimes they even assign like readings before you get to class. So if they do email you, get your textbook. Simple, as easy as that. If you need it the first day, you need to have it. That's just it. Sometimes you show up to class with your $300 textbook and they're like, you don't need it. And you're like, I just bought this textbook. It happened to me and I had to go return it, go through the whole process, and sometimes places don't take returns. So just hold off on buying your textbook. The last and final tip I have for you guys is to ask your professor questions. Don't be afraid. I was afraid. I was scared of my professors thinking I was dumb or something, but if you have a question, the odds of somebody else having a question that is the same or similar to yours are huge. So ask away. If you're afraid or don't want to ask in front of the class, I would wait until class is over, go up to your professor, talk to them, let them know what's going on. Maybe you have a question on the syllabus, just ask them. Don't be afraid to ask your professor questions, because you don't want to be in the middle of the semester having a question on something, let's say an assignment or something, and it's like due that weekend, and it's just scary. So just make sure you ask your professor, have that communication with them, and don't be afraid and say, hey, I don't understand. Even in class, let's say you don't understand something, try to ask the question right then and there, because then you'll forget it, or write it down and then email them, because you don't know how many times I've done this where I'm like, I'm too shy to ask this question, I'll email them later, and then I forget. Write it down on the side where you're taking notes, whatever, write it down so that you can email them later, or go up to them after class with your question written down, and then you'll know exactly what to ask them, and that way you don't have to waste your time looking back at your notes or something and being like, what was it that I just... Write it down. Write your questions down. And that's about it, guys. Those are my few tips and tricks on going back to college / starting college / what you actually need. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good day, night, evening, whatever it is you're having today, whenever it is you're watching this. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe down below. I will be posting a haul next week. Don't forget to check out our social medias, posted right up here. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and goodbye. I believe so.